Sanders on for the extra point. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Rams.
Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Ready.
Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Jason Sanders
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Stafford. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Stafford. And that's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, good move. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Black Ultra. Black Cup.
They're going to look to throw. That swung out to Mostert. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Ready?
They'll run with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
55 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Waddle, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Waddle, the motion man right. On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Waddle, the motion man right.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Rams.
On first down, it's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
To the air again, Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Set, ready.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Down. Trouble, 38. Ready.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Slide through. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Shot. 17 Fury. Yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, this was a blowout supported by